Okay, well, welcome to the second in these videos of creating an Alexa skill using in-skill purchasing in Python. In the first video, we saw an example of the skill running. What it does basically is it gives you some free jokes and you can purchase access to buy more jokes. In this video, we'll look at creating an in-skill product. And in the third video, we'll look at actually we don't build it from scratch, but we'll give you a breakdown of the code, of the Python code, using an Alexa hosted skill. I might get round to doing an ASK CLI version, but all of this is using Alexa hosted. So the first demonstration example is at this YouTube video, and all this information that you're seeing here is also available in a GitHub repo at JLWork Alexa ISP. So I'll put that in the link to this video. And then, of course, this video will be creating the skill product. And 3 and 4, there's a walkthrough video at this YouTube site here as well. So let's talk about in-skill products then. So basically, there are 3 sorts of products that you can get. There are one-time purchases. That's an entitlement, basically, that unlocks some access. It's exactly what we're doing here. We're just going to get some more jokes in our skill. The second type is a consumable, so that's something you use up. So that might be getting extra lives in a game or hints for a game or something like that. And the third type is subscriptions. So they offer access to some premium content charged on a recurring basis until the user cancels. So we're going to look at one-time purchases, otherwise also known as entitlement. You'll see that occasionally. So to implement in-skill purchases in your skill, you have to create the product, of course, and within your code, you've got to add support for purchasing your skill. So you might provide information about the ISP and obviously information on actually buying the product. That's discussed in the next video. And also testing the skill. We'll do that in the next video as well. And then you have to get the tricky bit about submitting it for certification, which I don't cover. Okay, so create your skill. We're going to look at one-time purchases, and we'll look at B and C later on. So first of all, you've got to create your skill. I've created an Alexa hosted skill, and just check the invocation. Sometimes that just comes up with change me, so check the invocation before you do that. Then to add our in-skill product, we go build, models, monetize your skill, and click the add in-skill products. So we'll just show you that. So if I go, I'm in the build tab, if I go to models, monetize your skill, and it also shows any of the skills you've currently got. You'll see that if you look and seen the other videos, you'll see that we've already got this paid for joke, and that if we click this button, we can reset any test purchases, so we can check, debug our code. I've got another one here called Get Life, which is available to link, but we're not going to do that. What we are going to do then is we're going to create a new in-skill product and link it to our program. So we need to give it a reference name. I'll just call it joke, more haste, less speed. And you can see the 3 types of in-skill products that we've got: one-time purchases, the subscription, and the consumables. Okay, so we'll click create the product. Whilst it's doing that, we'll just have a look at what we got. So we've just seen that, named it joke, one-time purchase. It's always best to give it quite a simple name, in particular if it gets displayed at some point, and if you expect the user to say buy joke or something, then it's easy to detect in your code. Okay, so the next thing we need to do then is, it's done all that, we need to add the languages that we're supporting. So we've got quite a lot of languages supported now, and we're going to choose the English UK. So first thing we want is a display name for your skill product. So I'm going to call it joke upgrade. We want a simple one-sentence description. This gives you access to more jokes, and a detailed description if you want. Detailed description for more information. And I'm suggesting that you just say, buy this to gain access to more jokes. So something simple there. And now what we want is we've got to develop a couple of icons for this. Now I've got a couple that I've stored. You can also use this rather neat Alexa skill icon builder. And if you click that, you can choose a product that you want, and you can change the color of the background, for instance, and download the icon that you've got. And when you click that, should download the code. Oh yes, there we are. It's downloaded it as icons too. That gives you both icons. It gives you the 108 by 108 and the 512 by 512. I've got a couple here. I've got an icon there, and I've got a large icon there, and these are just a shopping basket. So those I created using the skill icon builder. So we want a purchase prompt. So what is the Alexa going to say to the user about when he purchases the product, when making the purchase? So I've just got, thank you, you've now got access to more jokes, because obviously the first ones will be in a description about the product. This is what's happening when the product is purchased. Okay, and a confirmation saying you've just bought access to the skill. So that's created all the information that's needed. We click save on that. Note we'll get the product ID here, which I use in the code directly, you'll see. We need to put some pricing and availability. Well, I'm going to use .com and .co.uk. The minimum price you can have is 99 pence. Now, you don't need to spend any money when you're testing your program. The text category, I've just used software. Don't really want to promote it on Amazon.com. And then we need some testing details as well. So this is what the Alexa guys will use to test your program. So the more information, clearer you can make it here, the better for you. And so we've just seen all that. We answered the questions. So I've just got here, start a game, start the skill or something, say upgrade to purchase the product. Move the quotes. Okay. So we've answered all the questions now. We can save that. And now we get an option to link it to our skill. I remember we've already created the skill. So I say link to the skill. It says your in-skill product has been linked. So if I just go back to monetize your skill again, we'll see that we've got the one we've just created linked to our skill. So we can now use that in our code. And we've got this paid for joke, one that I actually do use in the skill. Note that we've got these reset test purchases buttons, so that you can reset any purchases when you're debugging your code. And I think that's about all we need to know. Okay, so that's it for creating the ISP. The next video we'll see how we access them in our code. So I hope you found that useful. Watch the next video.